With my friends. Very good. Now remember, let's practice. What was our future progressive? I will be playing with my friends tomorrow, right? It gives us a time reference. And here, simple is, I will play with my friends. Very good. Let's have one more. Let's have Cook come on up here. Okay. Yes?
I will cook with my mom.
Very good. I will cook with my mom. Now, what was our future progressive? I will be cooking with my mother tomorrow night, right? It gives us time reference. Excellent. You can have a seat. You guys got this. Very good. We're going to practice with some worksheets again. So I will take your verbs for you, and I'll have one of these. So the first part, what we're doing is we're going to be looking to see if the future simple is used or if it's future progressive. How are we going to identify future progressive? Will be and ing on the verb. Very good. So you're just going to read the sentence and circle which one it is, okay? For example, the first sentence, I will stop talking for 1 minute. Will stop. What is that? Future simple or future progressive?
Simple.
Very good. Okay.
Let's review that together. As the teacher said, when you're using the future simple tense, you just add will and then the simple form of the verb, the base form. We will study, they will cook. When you're using the future progressive tense, we form it differently. As we said, you always add will be plus ing on the end of the verb. So it looks different. You can identify it this way. If you see will be plus ing, you know that you're dealing with the future progressive tense, not the future simple. So we're going to do that worksheet now. If you have that worksheet, you may do it now. If you don't have the worksheet, follow with us on the screen. We will put the sentence on the screen, and then I will show the pause sign, and you must pause the video and write down the sentence. And then you must identify, is this sentence in the future simple or in the future progressive tense? Once you have done all 5 of the sentences, we will join the students in class and we will hear the correct answers. Are you ready? Let's begin. I will stop talking for 1 minute. Is this future simple or future progressive? Who will be going to wash all of those dishes? I will be staying at Mary's home tonight. I will mail the parcel next week. I will be going to the park when you come over.
Okay, everybody, I think we all are close to being done. Let's go over some of our answers together. Why don't we we'll go around, okay? Everybody will answer one of the questions. Let's start at number 1. At the top, where we're circling the correct tense for each sentence. Vika, I will stop talking for 1 minute. What is that? Oh, right up here. Is that future simple or future progressive?
I will stop talking of 1 minute.
Simple, right? Yeah, you have circled future simple. Why is that future simple?
Because there are will.
It's will stop. Does it say will be stopping? No. If it did, that would be? Future progressive. Very good. Okay, next one, number 2. What did you circle? Liana, what did you circle here, number 2? You circled future progressive. Very good. Let's read that sentence. Let's read it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Who will be going to wash all of those dishes before our visitors arrive? Will be going. Very good. Yes, it was future progressive. And so let's look at number 3. Okay, go ahead. You read that for us.
I will be staying at Mary's home tonight.
So which one is that? Will be staying.
It's a future progressive.
Very good. Why is it future progressive?
Because I will be.
Very good. Will be, stay is the verb plus ing. Excellent. Good job. And Zahar, number 4.
I will mail the
Parcel.
parcel next week. Future simple.
Future simple. Why? Because it says will mail, right? Yeah, you got it right. Future simple. Very good. Okay, Ruslan.
I will be going to the park when you come over. Future progressive.
Very good. Will be going, right? Excellent job.
You have been learning how to recognize these tenses when you see them. Let's see if you can learn to form them when you need to use them. We're going to do the second half of that worksheet now. If you have it, you can do it now. If you don't have that, follow with us on the screen. Here's how that worksheet should be done. There is a sentence with a blank in it, and then you're given a verb, and you're told to put that verb in either the future simple or the future progressive tense. You must put the verb into the correct form to fill in the blank in that sentence. We will do this on the screen for those who don't have the worksheet, and after we have completed it, we will join the class and hear the correct answers. All right? Are you ready? Let's begin. He blank tomorrow. Use the verb cook in the future simple. They blank in the back room when you arrive. Use the verb sit in the future progressive. I blank with you tomorrow. Come in the future simple. I blank to school in the morning. Walk in the future simple. Who blank dishes after supper? Wash, future progressive. I blank cookies this afternoon. Make in the future progressive. I blank cookies tomorrow. Bake in the future simple. I blank to school in 1 hour. Walk in the future progressive.
Okay, Dima, number 1 on the bottom ones. Fill in the blanks.
He will cook tomorrow.
He will cook tomorrow. Simple future. Good job. Yes, Misha.
And they will be sitting in the back room then you early.
When you arrive. Very good. Will be sitting. Future progressive. Marta.
I will call you tomorrow.
Very good. Simple. Future simple. Number 4.
I will walk to school in the morning.
Very good. Let's do number 5 together. Future progressive. Who
will be washing dishes after supper.
Very good. Who will be washing dishes after supper? Good question. Who will be washing dishes after supper? Number 6, future progressive.
I will be cooking.
I will be making or baking cookies this afternoon. Number 7, simple future. Let's look at that one. I will bake cookies tomorrow. And number 8, final one, a future progressive. I will be walking to school in 1 hour. Very good. Excellent job. I will be walking to school in 1 hour. Good job.
There is more to this tense than simply the fact that things will be happening in the future. Do you remember when we learned about the past progressive tense, how it was different from the past simple tense? One looked at the event as if it were very short, and the other one looked at the event as if it were longer. This has the same kind of difference to it. When we speak in the future simple tense, we are saying this event will happen in the future. And very often, we are saying when it will happen. I will go to the store tomorrow. We will play football after school. And these extra phrases, they are a time marker. They're like an adverb or an adverb phrase, and they tell us when something will happen. And the important information about the future simple tense is that this event will happen at that time in the future. The future simple tense looks at something as if it's a very short event. We know that some of these things take a little time. If you're going to play football or if you're going to cook a meal, you know it takes a little time. But we look on this event as if it were very short. The future progressive tense is different. When we use the future progressive or continuous tense, we are saying this event is in the future, but we are not looking at it as if it's short. We're looking at it as if it's a longer thing, like a string, a long string. We're saying this will go on for some time. And we may not know exactly when it will happen. We're not trying to tell you that when this thing will happen, but we're saying there are two things going on usually. So we would say, while the long one is going on, something else happens to connect with it. For example, I could say, I will be sleeping when you arrive, when you come to my house. Or I will be studying, the long event, when Father comes home. So we have two events happening for the future progressive tense. One is long, going on for a while, and one is a short thing that connects with it. And so we are trying to express how these two different events connect with each other. Now, sometimes people will use the future progressive tense to speak about something in the future, only one thing. They will say, I will be going to the store tomorrow. They use it as if it were the future simple. So sometimes people do that, but most of the time we would use the future simple for that. There's something else we need to learn about the future progressive tense. As we've said, there is a longer event going on and another event that connects with it. So we would say things like, I will be studying when you come home. And there are two clauses in a sentence like that, two parts to the sentence. A clause is a group of words that belongs together, and it has a subject and a verb. In the first clause, I will be studying, the subject is I, and the verb is study. In the second clause, the subject is you, and the verb is come. Now, did you notice that these two clauses are not the same? They are not in the same tense. The first one, I will be studying, is in the future progressive tense. The second clause, when you come home, is in the present simple tense. We have a clause in the future progressive tense and a clause in the present simple tense. This is how we form a sentence most of the time using the future progressive tense. The long event is in the future progressive. That clause is formed by using will, be, and ing. The short event is in the present simple, and so that just has the very simple form of the verb. And remember, we would conjugate that by adding an s if we have he, she, or it. So we're going to practice this a little bit now. On the screen, I will show you two short statements. They are both in the present. And you must take those two statements and put them together to form a sentence that has two clauses. You must make one of them into the future progressive and the other one in the simple present. So for example, if I give you the two statements, I cook and the phone rings, you would put them together by making a sentence that says, I will be cooking when the phone rings. The first one in the future progressive, the second one in the present simple. So let's practice doing that now together. After each sentence, I will ask you to pause the video and write down your sentence, taking the two statements and putting them together. All right? Are you ready? Let's begin. Put these two statements together using the future progressive. 1. I follow you. 2. I meet my friend. Please pause the video and write your sentence. I will be following you when I meet my friend. One, I live in town. 2, I start school. Please pause the video and write a sentence using the future progressive. I will be living in town when I start school. One, I play football. 2, my father comes to see me. Please pause the video and write your sentence. I will be playing football when my father comes to see me. One, I sing at school. 2, the phone call comes. I will be singing at school when the phone call comes. One, I swim at the beach. 2, my new boat arrives. I will be swimming at the beach when my new boat arrives. 1, I sit in class at school. 2, the teacher asks me a question. I will be sitting in class at school when the teacher asks me a question. 1, I drive my friend's car. 2, the police stop me. I will be driving my friend's car when the police stop me. 1, I walk in the woods. 2, I meet a bear. I will be walking in the woods when I meet a bear.
Okay, so remember, you all are professionals now at future progressive tense, right? So, let's review it one more time. Will plus be plus the verb plus ing. And remember, it describes an event that will be happening, And it shows us relationship of other events that will happen in time as well. Okay? What's future simple?
It's action with meaning
Plus verb. These two don't exist in future simple, right? Very good. Excellent job. So we will be seeing you tomorrow at class, right? Good. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Well, let's wrap up. What did we learn today? Well, we learned about the future progressive tense. We learned that it's different from the future simple. We form it differently, and it means something different. We learned that when you're talking about the future progressive tense, that we look on something as being a longer event, and there's usually something else that connects with it. We have 12 tenses in English, and it can be a little bit confusing understanding them all. But I hope this lesson helps you to understand the future progressive tense. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. This is English Without Limits. I'm Doug Sadler. I hope that you will have a good day.